Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. You're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Let's talk North Pocono Trojans football. Tyler Musgrave joining us right now. Tyler, hard to believe. Life goes by pretty darn quickly. You are a senior getting ready for that final scholastic season in your career. How excited are you right now here in the summer?
I'm very excited. Very looking forward to this season on the new turf. Senior year, 4 years of hard work. It's finally starting to pay off. Really, really excited.
Talk about that new turf, man. That's got to be a thrill for you and your teammates to have that there at North Pocono. No more frozen tundra.
Yeah, it's a great feeling. We got to thank our school district and the staff that's working on it. I mean, they're working so hard in the summer to put that in and try to get it ready for our first game against Riverside. So really, kudos to them, and it's an amazing feeling to know we're going to be able to play that first game on the turf.
Well, it all starts in the weight room with a guy like you. Some of your teammates last year said, man, Tyler Musgrave, he's a beast. Talk a little bit about hitting that weight room pretty darn hard.
Well, first 3 weeks after the last game, our coach had us in there, and we just started grinding from the first day we were in there. Every kid was there every day, and I'm just impressed with what our team has done. It's incredible to see the journey that we've made from all the way back last October to here. We got strong kids, we got fast kids that worked hard this off season, and it's going to be one heck of a season this year.
One thing, talking to Coach Dohlan, he said you guys are long, you have some height to you. Some size. Talk a little bit about that stuff you can't coach. It's nice to have that ability to have some guys that could maybe stretch the field at the receiver or the tight end position or up front, be able to get in front of some guys and push them off the ball.
Oh, yeah. I'm very, this is the first time in North Pocono we have two big 260, 270-pound tackles. We got Matt Flagus, a left tackle, a senior, and Jason Metzger, right tackle, a returning junior. And I think that we're going to have a great season running our off-tackle football that we do run.
And Tyler, you're going to kind of be getting the ball, I think, a little bit more this year. You showed it in track and field season, and Coach said, listen, you may see this guy getting the football a little bit more. How excited are you to be able to touch the football some more there with the Trojan offense?
Oh, I'm really excited. I remember Coach getting our first track meet. He was just shocked and surprised that I had a little speed to go with my weight and size with it. But no, I mean, as my one coach says, I'll be carrying the hopes and dreams of the team with that football. So, I'm just going to focus on ball security and running downhill this year.
Let's talk about, you mentioned a little bit about those two big tackles. How about some of those other linemen working in the interior for you guys and thinking, hey, we're going to be able to run the football this season?
Oh, yeah. We got returning junior Matt Caputo. Brilliant. He is one of the top kids in his class. He always knows what's going on. He can really take charge of that front line and let them know what's going to happen and what they need to do. And our two left guards are going to ask some sophomores to step up. We got David Kessler returning. We got a couple other big guys returning, and we're just really, really looking forward to running the ball this year.
You got a quarterback who got his feet wet last year. You can tell he's got some raw talent. And, boy, that experience last year I'm sure is going to pay off. He's just going to be a sophomore. But tell us about your QB.
Oh, Donnie is a tremendous football player. I mean, just how smart he is and how he works with our quarterback coach to be able to read defenses and just, always know what every wide receiver, every running back, every fullback, he knows what's always going on in the offense. And, of course, you got to talk about his arm. He's got a great arm, and he's got great accuracy, and he's done well in a couple of passing scrimmages that we had, and I'm just really, really excited to see what he's going to do this season.
You have some other guys on this team this year looking to step up. How about a guy like Ben Dial? Tell us about what he brings.
Ben Dial really brings the attitude to the team. He brings that no inches taken on defense attitude. He wants to make that play in the backfield every play. He grinds in the weight room. He's one of the strongest and biggest kids there, and he is to be one heck of a player this year on that outside backer.
Yeah, it brings that attitude, what you need, and you're a guy with an attitude. Talk a little bit about the defensive side for you and being able to, make some tackles and call out some stuff there over on the defense and make sure everybody's on the same page.
Well, that's my favorite side of the ball is defense, just being able to actually control fate, like they're running this way and we got to stop them. And I think that it's probably, my opinion, the most important side of the ball. As they say, a good offense is always a good defense. But, we have a great defensive coordinator that puts in a lot for us, that definitely works hard with us, to get the blitzes, to get packages in there for the right game situations. But really, we just want to stay in a base defense. We just want to, play tough downhill football in a base defense. We don't want to be all fancy and stuff,
Coach Dohlan, he really carries himself as a coach and then as a man. Talk what it's like, some of the life lessons you get out of Coach Dohlan and the coaching staff there at North Pocono.
He always says that he's a teacher first, and he really is. He always explains about how, football isn't just a game. It teaches you how to handle yourself in life, and it really gives you a lot of, great life lessons. You got to put your feet on the ground. You got to go to work. Every game he says that. He's a great guy, and I loved having him as a teacher this year. He's just there for the kids. He's there to teach, and he's there to really make sure that we come along as being young men in this world.
Talking to Coach Dohlan, he said you really did a heck of a job in the SAT department, so you got a bright future there, and if football's a part of it, I'm sure you'll be excited about that, or maybe another sport, but talk about getting the job done in the classroom and making sure that that's so important, is making sure you're the total package, and the competition is stiff out there, whether it's for young men or young women when they're ready to go from high school to college.
My mom pushes me every day of my life to be a better student in school. And without her, I probably wouldn't have the grades that I do. She's really there for me, and she really makes sure I get the job done. As a teenage and high school kid, I can slack off a little bit, but with her help, I've really strived and been able to excel in AP classes and other things like that.
How about the family support overall? Whether it is you mentioned your mom with the classroom stuff. How about at games or at track meets? People cheering you on.
My parents are always at every track meet and every game or anything that they could possibly be at. But what I'm really excited about is our community. As a community, we always come together for whatever sport it is, whether it was baseball going to states, whether it was me at track or the football team. It doesn't matter. Our community is always there, and we have a great family in North Pocono community.
Well, it's always great to hear, Tyler, and that work that you're putting in every day, punching that clock, man, it's paying off, and we wish you the very best here as your senior season approaches.
Thank you very much, and thank you for having me.
A well-rounded, good guy in the classroom and on the field or the track. Tyler Musgrave from North Pocono here on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.